Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem led by Miss Hannah Rebecca Clayton, a graduating senior at USC Upstate. Following the anthem, Mr. Stacy Mills, class of '96, Executive Director of the USC Upstate Greenville campuses, will offer the invocation. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
May we pray. Heavenly Father, you have given to us the beauty of this day with the promise of those to come, for which we are thankful. We reverently seek your presence as we witness the culmination of years spent in pursuit of knowledge and personal growth by our students and faculty, staff, and administration. We humbly remember those who began with us but are no longer here. Give to all those whom you have entrusted leadership today a desire to seek your will and to do it. So we ask your blessings on the class of 2016 and their families, as well as President and Mrs. Pastides and Chancellor and Mrs. Moore. Give to all of our leaders the vision of what you desire USC Upstate to be and the community it will influence. So too, we ask thee to guide our hearts and minds toward a more progressive ideology and a learning environment wherein all people are welcome and ideas are nurtured in civility. In the name of all that is righteous, pure, and holy, amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Clayton and Mr. Mills. Special joy to share the platform with you this evening. Good evening and welcome to the May commencement at USC Upstate. I'm Chancellor Tom Moore. My pleasure to be here. Thank you for joining me for this ceremony. Tonight we will recognize 923 graduates. More than 600 students graduated last summer and in December, so this year we will graduate more than 1,500 USC Upstate graduates. The importance of this university to this part of the world and beyond can't be overstated, and it's a thrill to be here with you to celebrate what we are indeed here today. Join me in a round of applause for this great university and the impact our graduates are making across this region and beyond. I would like to introduce those on the platform with me this evening. Joining me are the members of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees and the leadership of the University of South Carolina system. Please hold your applause until all have had the opportunity to stand after their name is called. Please stand and remain standing. President Harris Pastides, the Honorable Eugene Ward, Jr., Chairman of the Board, the Honorable Thomas Cofield, the Honorable Tony Lister, the Honorable Leah Moody, and the Honorable Amy Stone, Secretary of the Board. Please join me in expressing appreciation for the good work these trustees do on behalf of USC. Thank you. It's also my pleasure to introduce members of the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education who are with us this evening. Again, please hold your applause until all are standing. Mrs. Susan Clary, Mr. Max Hyde, the Honorable Tony Lister, Mr. Harold McLean, Mr. Milton Chip Smith, and Mr. John Travers. Again, please join me in expressing our gratitude to these commissioners who volunteer their time and talents on behalf of USC Upstate. Also on the platform with us this evening are Dr. Susan Elkins, Chancellor of Palmetto College, Dr. Al Panu, Chancellor of USC Beaufort, Dr. Mary Ann Fitzpatrick, Vice President for USC System Planning, Dr. Cliff Flynn, Interim Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Dirk Schlingman, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Catherine Gibb, Dean of the Mary Black School of Nursing, Dr. Frank Rudisill, Dean of the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics, Dr. Lee Huron, Dean of the School of Education, Ms. Frida Patrick Davison, Dean of the Library, Dr. Paul Grady, Associate Professor of History and Chair of the Faculty, Dr. Dave Damrell, Associate Professor of Religion and Chair of the Committee for Faculty Excellence, Dr. Vince Connors, Professor of Biology, Dr. Tina Herzberg, Director of Graduate Education Programs, Dr. Andrew Beer, Associate Professor of Psychology, Dr. Gary Bradley, Assistant Professor of Middle and Secondary Level Education, Mr. Stacy Mills, Executive Director of the Greenville Campuses, the Honorable Rita Allison, Honorary Degree Recipient, Ms. Hannah Clayton, Vocalist, Ms. Heather Young, Sign Language Interpreter, Ms. Ezelis Sanderson, Sign Language Interpreter. Thank you all for being here this evening. Joining me at commencement, as she has at countless other events during my 5 years as Chair Chancellor, is my wife, Marcia. And also with us tonight is the First Lady of the University of South Carolina, Mrs. Patricia Moore Pastides. Marcia and Patricia, please stand and be recognized. Wow, there aren't many settings on college campuses more beautiful than this evening, and a lot of people have worked mighty hard to make it that way. Our Facilities Management Division, as you can see, do a great job taking care of our campus. Our university police worked diligently to get everybody in here. I understand there was no traffic. The traffic was as good as the weather, maybe not, but our police did a great job in keeping order and enabling everybody to get here. Indeed, all of our staff, administration, boards, and benefactors, all here to support the work of the faculty in their great enterprise of teaching and learning, advising and counseling, research, and creative activity. Faculty, please stand. The heart of any university is its faculty. USC Upstate is blessed with a faculty committed to student learning and development, the ongoing pursuit of truth and understanding, and service to the community toward the good of all. Please join me in commending the faculty for their central role in achieving the mission of USC Upstate and the accomplishments of those graduating tonight. Thank you, faculty. I'm honored to introduce the 28th President of the University of South Carolina, our President, Dr. Harris Pastides. In doing so, I wish to underscore the great value accruing to this institution from membership in the University of South Carolina system. These times demand increasing levels of educational attainment for the citizens of our state. As part of the USC system, USC Upstate participates in granting a very significant percentage of the state's baccalaureate degrees annually. These numbers and the economic impact and academic reputation of the University of South Carolina strengthen our institution and position us for outstanding higher education leadership in the upstate of South Carolina for decades to come. We're fortunate that leading the University of South Carolina through this period of growth and radically altered resources is President Harris Pastides, a man of measured determination, of great character and principle, of vision, energy, a clear eye, and steady hand in an era of challenge and change. It is my honor to welcome to the podium our leader and my colleague and friend, President Harris Pastides.
Thank you, Chancellor Moore. Let me respond to your generous introduction by saying it is an honor to serve as your colleague and companion as we've witnessed the increased impact of USC Upstate in the region and, frankly, ladies and gentlemen and graduates, in the nation. I'll return to the Chancellor in a few moments, but let me get right to the point. To the Spartans class of 2016, good evening and well done. I think of you, if I may, as both Spartans and Gamecocks, because other than on a very few occasions when our teams might compete in Division I athletics, we are friends and we are family. I'm delighted to be with you as I bring greetings from your fellow USC campuses from around the state. From Greenville, where we have our new medical school, and in Aiken and Beaufort and Bluffton, and in Georgetown, where we operate the Baruch Institute, and in Allendale and Walterboro, and in Union and Sumter and Lancaster, and from Columbia too. All of us salute you this evening and congratulate your faculty, your families, and friends. You, 932 strong, are among the 7,476 students that will graduate over 13 ceremonies over these 9 days of commencement. And this is the largest number ever graduated by USC or by any university in the state. I offer you a heartfelt send-off, confident that you are well prepared for the future. I'm pleased to report to you that you'll be entering a more receptive job market than in recent years. The National Association of Colleges and Employers reports that employers are planning to hire 11% more graduates for jobs in the United States than in 2015. I know the families like that very much. Today's honorary degree recipient, our esteemed colleague and friend, the Honorable Rita Allison, would agree, I know, that increasing the university's output in producing baccalaureate degrees is key to making South Carolina more prosperous and an even higher quality place to live. I'd like to express my own appreciation to USC Upstate's dedicated faculty, my colleagues as well, who continue to be exceptional mentors to you in the class of 2016. I'm very pleased to acknowledge that for the very first time, USC Upstate has 2 faculty members who have received the prestigious Fulbright Fellowships and will travel to Central Europe this fall. Well done to Professors Allison Pingley and Vince Connors. Please take that USC spirit with you. And I couldn't be happier that the Mary Black School of Nursing will be... That always happens whenever you say Mary Black College of Nursing. Very, very happy that they will be presenting degrees to its first 4 graduates of the Master of Science in Nursing with a concentration area of clinical nurse leader. We're very proud of these and every one of the graduates in the class of 2016. I know everyone is eager to get on with the awarding of degrees, but let us together express our deepest appreciation for Chancellor Tom Moore and his wonderful wife, Marcia, who have spent the last 5 years devoted to this campus. He will be remembered and long appreciated. His bow tie bearing presence will be missed, of course. His warm smile, his pat on the back to countless students, visitors, and grounds crew, he loves the grounds crew, will never be forgotten. And most importantly, his era of leadership will be known for increased numbers of applicants, increased enrollment, and increased student retention. Tom has served admirably during a period of tremendous momentum and also during a time of great challenge for higher education. He has my thanks, my appreciation, and my respect. Might we all together show our commencement speaker and your chancellor together right now our appreciation. And finally, graduates, today you become alumni and will join the 300,000 USC alumni worldwide. Your new Alumni Center is open in Columbia, and the staff there is excited to show you around. Please stop in whenever you're in town. And most importantly, come back here often. There will be lots of positive change right here, and you'll be impressed with what you see. Love your school, and let all know that you do. Please keep the University of South Carolina in your heart, and remember that you will always be an important part of the Spartan and the Gamecock Nation. Congratulations and Godspeed.
One moment, please. Thank you, President Pastides. The Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education provides important guidance, direction, and support for our university. It's my privilege to introduce Mr. Harold McLean, a member of our commission, to bring greetings on behalf of the commission. Mr. McLean.
Good evening, graduates and your families. I am happy to welcome you to USC Upstate tonight on this momentous occasion. The Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education is proud of USC Upstate and of its faculty and staff whose work enables tonight's graduates to succeed in completing their education. The students graduating this evening can be proud of their diploma as well as the institution that stands behind it. I wish all of you graduates tonight the best of luck and hope that your future holds an abundance of opportunity. We are very proud of you. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. McLean. The USC Upstate Teaching and Advising Award recognizes excellence in undergraduate instruction and academic advisement. Presentations of these student-selected awards will now be made by Dr. Dirk Schlingman, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, followed by Dr. Lee Huron, Dean of the School of Education. Dean Schlingman.
Good evening. The USC Upstate Excellence in Teaching and Advising Award recognizes sustained excellence in undergraduate instruction and academic advisement. This year's awardee is most deserving. He has consistently excelled in both arenas, and his students value his expertise and commitment. The USC Upstate Excellence in Teaching and Advising Award in the College of Arts and Sciences goes to Dr. Andrew Beer. Dr. Beer's classes emphasize exploration, creativity, and critical thinking in the study of individual differences. His students are exposed to the science of personality and learn to analyze the human variability they see all around them. As a result, many are led to carefully evaluate their own behaviors in light of their ultimate goals and to better understand and appreciate the motives and actions of others. This broadening of perspective with a focus on critical thinking and intellectual growth marks Dr. Beer's approach to teaching and advising. He's committed to the general welfare of students and their development across domains, helping them to become informed, creative, perceptive, and mature. He is always modifying, refining, and experimenting in the service of excellence and improvement, and exhibits the same curiosity and non-complacency he encourages and inspires in his students. Put simply, contact with Dr. Beer leads to the kind of enrichment a college education should provide, and serves as valuable preparation for thoughtful, successful engagement with the world following graduation. Congratulations, Dr. Andrew Beer.
Many of the best teachers, leaders, and advisors on this campus are far too humble to make these recognitions easy. It is my honor and privilege to recognize Dr. Gary Bradley as the recipient of the USC Upstate Excellence in Teaching and Advising Award. Dr. Gary Bradley truly is a symbol of all of the humble, dynamic, creative, passionate, kind, caring, fun, hardworking, and considerate faculty and staff on our campus. Dr. Bradley's influence reaches far beyond his own classroom. His students will soon become teachers and use the same skills and passion to inspire thousands of the next generation. Congratulations, Dr. Gary Bradley.
In recognition of excellence in research and service, Dr. David Damrell, Chair of the Committee of Faculty Excellence, will now present the USC Upstate Annual Award for Excellence in Scholarly and/or Creative Pursuits and the USC Upstate Annual Award for Excellence in Service. Dr. Damrell.
The Committee for Faculty Excellence was charged with naming the 2015-2016 recipient of the Annual Award for Faculty Excellence and/or Creative Pursuits. I hope you'll join me in congratulating Dr. Vince Connors as this year's winner. We are pleased to honor Dr. Connors for his outstanding recent accomplishments and at the same time recognize his extensive record of first-rate scholarship here at USC Upstate. Dr. Connors' scholarship focuses on immunobiology, with special emphasis on host-parasite relationships. His research holds significant potential for advancing studies in human parasitology and also contributes to our knowledge of the natural environment of coastal South Carolina. Based on an invaluable body of data collected over decades of meticulous fieldwork, Vince's interpretations and analytical insights have contributed greatly to complex, large-scale studies that monitor the vitality of our regional ecosystem. His substantial publication based on this record of research is complemented by his work as editor of the highly regarded scientific journal Comparative Parasitology. As we honor Dr. Connors, we should also recall the abundant scholarly and creative energy apparent in the activities of many other of our colleagues and peers on campus. While USC Upstate faculty can rightly find satisfaction in teaching and service achievements, the exceptional scholarly and creative activities being pursued on this campus are also enduring sources of pride and inspiration. In this spirit, then, it is a pleasure for the committee to acknowledge, thank, and honor Vince with the 2015-2016 Award for Excellence in Scholarly and Creative Pursuits. Thank you so much. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Tina Herzberg as the inaugural recipient of the USC Upstate Annual Award for Excellence in Service. The Committee for Faculty Excellence reviewed a very rich pool of deserving candidates whose collective efforts comprise an extraordinary record of service to our institution and to our community. We're delighted to recognize Dr. Herzberg's accomplishments as standing out among the best among the best. Dr. Herzberg's exceptional service revolves around her work with the Visual Impairment Education Program in the School of Education, and in her leadership to significantly increase knowledge of the Braille Code and Braille instruction across the state. She's worked creatively and effectively to make this program a major leader and advocate for sustainable, high-quality visual impairment education in South Carolina.
One of her federal grants paired the USC Upstate Visual Impairment Program with the South Carolina Vision Education Partnership to provide in-home services to more than 100 individuals with visual impairment around the state. She developed activities and short-term statewide programs such as the Technology Olympics and Adventures in Braille for blind or visually impaired K through 12 students, and she also coordinated Braille code classes in Columbia, Rock Hill, Charleston, Greenville, and Spartanburg that served almost 50 visually impaired adults. In the words of one of her peers, the nature, range, and quality of Tina's work is unsurpassed, and it showcases the service dimension of an academic career that is truly firing on all cylinders. USC Upstate can take pride in the rich culture of engaged faculty service that flourishes here, a culture of service that shines clearly in the contributions made by Dr. Herzberg, the other nominees for this award, and in the work of many other of our colleagues and peers on campus. It's therefore a great and special pleasure for the committee to be able to thank, acknowledge, and honor Tina with this inaugural award for excellence in service.
Thank you. Congratulations to our faculty award recipients. Let's give them one more round of applause for their great work. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special moment in our commencement ceremony. I'm pleased to participate with members of the board and President Pastides in the presentation of the highest recognition the university can award. Mr. President, I have a candidate for an honorary doctoral degree, the Honorable Marita A. Rita Allison.
Will USC Board of Trustees member Mr. Tony Lister and Secretary Amy Stone please escort Mrs. Allison to the rostrum?
For her interest in and service and passion for the University of South Carolina Upstate, and as a staunch supporter and advocate for higher education throughout South Carolina, for her dedication in helping to advance and to improve higher education initiatives for the students of USC Upstate, and for her proven leadership and strong voice that have benefited the USC Upstate community and all citizens of South Carolina. The University of South Carolina, with the approval of its Board of Trustees, now presents Marita A. Rita Allison for the honorary degree Doctor of Public Service.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, acting on behalf of the people of South Carolina through the General Assembly of the state, I hereby do confer upon you the degree Doctor of Public Service honoris causa, together with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities to this degree appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Allison. Very proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker. Since being named Chancellor in August 2011, Dr. Moore has focused on access, affordability, and accountability to USC Upstate throughout his tenure as Chancellor. He promotes access to the highest quality educational experiences while remaining affordable by balancing tuition and merit and need-based aid, and being accountable to students, parents, the community, and the world. Under his leadership, the university achieved its highest student enrollment of 6,000, reached the highest occupancy ever in student housing, and has taken bold steps in community engagement in both Spartanburg and Greenville. In downtown Spartanburg, the USC Upstate Child Protection Training Center provides exceptional training for child protection workers to improve their skills in detection, reporting, and responding. Just a few blocks away, the Upstate Gallery on Main showcases the permanent work of Andy Warhol and offers its visitors the opportunity to see a variety of contemporary original exhibitions in downtown Spartanburg. An additional location at 501 River Street is providing a long-desired footprint in downtown Greenville, which will allow for increased metropolitan engagement with the Greenville community. Each of these initiatives is helping USC Upstate to fulfill its vision as one of the leading metropolitan universities in the Southeast. Prior to coming to USC Upstate, Dr. Moore was at Winthrop University, where he served as Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dean of the Faculty, Chair of the Department of Chemistry and Physics, Director of the Master of Liberal Arts Program, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and the faculty representative before Winthrop's Board of Trustees. Dr. Moore earned his bachelor's degree in chemistry from Huntingdon College and his doctorate in inorganic chemistry from the University of South Carolina. A native of Alabama, he and his wife Marcia have two sons, Charlie and Kirk. Please help me welcome Dr. Tom Moore to deliver our commencement address.
Thank you, Dr. Flynn. I have additional people to thank this evening for what has brought us here and being here. I first want to thank Marcia Moore, who a week from today will be my wife of 41 years. Thank you. She is a tolerant woman, but today is her birthday. She, I'm sure, has never been wished happy birthday by 6,000 people. So if you would, join me on the count of three with happy birthday, Marcia. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Marcia. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank Harris Pastides, of course, for being here, for his support, his confidence, his mentorship, for his great leadership of the university. I want to thank the Board of Trustees, Chairman Warr, Secretary Stone, Tony Lister, the local representative, other members of the board, those here and those not, for their support of me and this university. Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education members, their support of me through some difficult times, and their ongoing support of this university. I want to thank the faculty and staff of this university who deliver the mission that is essential to producing the graduates this part of the world needs, that the world needs writ large. It's an incredibly dedicated group of people across the board. This university is horrifically underfunded, and we do a great amount with what we have. So I can't thank our faculty and staff enough for your delivery of the metropolitan mission of this fine university. Thank you very much. Last and certainly not least, I want to thank students, for you have indeed given meaning to my professional life for 38 years. Thank you. Thank you very much. As I prepared for this evening, I thought of the number of commencement exercises at colleges and universities I've attended. I got to 90 and stopped. So I'm confident I've attended between 90 and 100 graduations during my 38 career in higher education and family commencements even before that. That's a lot of commencement addresses. Not all of those commencements had a speaker, but at least 75 did. Unless I live to see my yet-to-be-born grandchildren graduate from college, this might be the last such ceremony I ever attend. I've given one address. I remember some of what I said there, but I only remember the specifics of one other commencement address that I've heard. I remember aspects of others, and I'm going to talk about that some. The one I remember was delivered by Paul Hardin III in 1973, when my older sister graduated from Birmingham Southern College. Paul Hardin III at that time was president of Southern Methodist University, where he'd been 1 year after a 4-year tenure as president at Wofford College here in Spartanburg. He went on to Drew University and then was chancellor at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill for a number of years. He gave the commencement address when my sister graduated, and his topic I'm going to borrow, and I want to give him credit for putting this topic in my head. He spoke on the 3 things that he found most problematic in the commencement addresses he had heard at that point in his career. The first thing I would say I find most problematic about commencement speeches is that they put too much emphasis on congratulating the graduates. Are congratulations in order? Yes. And for some of you, extreme congratulations are in order. You've persevered through personal, financial, health difficulties and overcome them and struggled to get here tonight, and we congratulate you on the accomplishment you have made. On the other hand, some of you have been supported by your family financially. Your total responsibility has been going to college and going to class and doing your social life, etc. And you've been supported and have experienced far less of such difficulty. Congratulate, absolutely. Celebrate vehemently, just out the wazoo. But not overemphasize the congratulations. Rather than focus on what you've done to get here, I think it's much more important to focus on where you go from here and what you do with what you have learned here. It's an ends and means issue for me. At my investiture some 49 months ago, I talked about confusing ends and means. While getting a degree is an end, it's really a means to higher ends, to living purposefully, working productively, living meaningfully, and making the world a better place because of what you're able to do. I trust that we've prepared you well to accomplish much when you leave here. Here's some things that I hope you take with you when you leave. I hope you have had to work hard. You've learned how to work hard. You've developed tools with which to work hard, learn to enjoy working hard, and know when to work and when to play. And I hope you have learned the importance of play in addition to the importance of work. I hope you've learned to deal with frustration, fatigue, and failure in your USC Upstate experience. Surely, if you've had the kind of intellectual challenge and personal challenges we present as a university, there have been times when you were very frustrated in having to master difficult material and having to do more than you thought you could possibly get done. All of that led you to get tired, and other responsibilities led you to get tired and fatigued. And out of that frustration and fatigue, you developed the wherewithal to persevere and drive through that and accomplish your goals. Not always at the level you might have hoped, and there were some levels of failure I would expect in nearly all of your collegiate experiences. But you learn that you hang in there, you keep going, you keep doing it. You don't give up, you persevere, and you get through those things. Those are some things I hope you take with us as you go forward into the world from here. Most commencement addresses include some number of keys to success. My thinking on what it means to be successful and how I think about other people's success changed significantly when I heard a plenary speech by Ezer Nafisi, the author of Reading Lolita in Tehran, in which she defined the sin of solipsism as determining how another person should live his or her life based on your desires. The sin of solipsism, determining how another person lives his or her life based on your desires. It's not for me to evaluate what you need to do to be successful. That's your job. But I hope you've learned some things about yourself that enable you to clarify your values, to decide what's important to you, and those things by which you will determine whether you're successful or not. Hopefully, what you have decided and continue to decide is important to you will include more than your individual self-interest. That you've developed a sense of responsibility for those outside your direct circle of family and friends. I hope you're developing, perhaps have developed, but I doubt you're done, developing a self-determined sense of who you are and who you are becoming. That you're aware of characteristics you admire in other people and how you are or are not developing those characteristics in yourself. It's not just about who you are and what you do, but how what you do makes you become who you become. You're not a finished work. This is the commencement. Your experience should have equipped you to make good decisions about yourself and others that lead to actions that make the world a better place. For me, your curiosity today should be much greater than it was when you got here 4, 5, 6, 7, ever how many years ago. Or if you started somewhere else when you started your collegiate experience on another campus. I hope the more you've learned, the more you've realized how little you know, said a different way, how much you don't know, so that you live in a world of wonder and exploration and discovery, rather than living exclusively out of what you know and have confidence in a world of judgment and conclusions. I hope we've equipped you to learn, to love learning, and to learn forever. After all, nobody knows the world you and we, I hope, will be living in 20 years from now. When I finished college, there were no desktop computers. Electronic calculators had just come on the scene, were brand new. No internet, no mobile telephones, no video games. The world's a little different now than it was when I finished college. If you're not equipped to look to explore with wonder and curiosity, you're not as well prepared as I think. Who knows the challenges you will face? Nobody does. But I, as Chancellor of USC Upstate, am confident that we have prepared you to face those challenges. We've prepared you to deal with what's before you. We've equipped you for productive work and meaningful life. And that work and that living will hopefully build a community and a culture increasingly characterized by peace, justice, and opportunity for all. That's two of the things I find wrong with most commencement addresses. The third is most of them, including this one, are too long. I wish you the very best. I thank you for your presence and attention. I thank all the Spartan family, and may we all always be Spartan strong. Thank you very much. Whew. Y'all ready to award some degrees? Thought you might be. It is indeed time for the conferring of degrees. The Interim Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Cliff Flynn, will present the candidates for degrees. Dr. Flynn.
The deans will present the candidates for degrees from their respective colleges and schools. Dean Dirk Schlingman will present the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Bachelor of Arts. Bachelor of Science. Master of Science. Dr. Flynn, these candidates and others who are not with us tonight have met all of the requirements for the degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I present them to you.
Dean Frank Rudisell will present the candidates from the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics.
Will the candidates for the following degree please rise and remain standing? Bachelor of Business Administration. Get on up. Dr. Flynn, these candidates and others who are not with us tonight have met all the requirements for their degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I present them to you.
Dean Lee Hurin will present the candidates from the School of Education.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Bachelor of Arts. Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Science in Special Education. And Master of Education. Dr. Flynn, these candidates and others who are not with us tonight have met all of the requirements for their degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I present them to you.
Dean Catherine Gibb will present the candidates from the Mary Black School of Nursing.
Will the candidates for the following degree please rise and remain standing? Bachelor of Science. Master of Science. The very first. Dr. Flynn, these candidates and others who are not with us tonight have met all of the requirements for their degrees, and on behalf of the faculty, I present them to you.
President Pastides, these candidates have met all requirements for their respective degrees. On behalf of the faculty and on the recommendations of the deans, I present them to you for the conferring of those degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in the University of South Carolina by the people of this state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and on the Board of Trustees of this institution, and on the recommendation of the faculty thereof, the university now confers upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, together with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of South Carolina Upstate Class of 2016 graduates.
We have a tradition of calling graduates by name as they walk across the platform to receive their degree. To help us honor each graduate, let me ask you to please hold your celebration until the last graduate's name has been called. I promise you, we'll have plenty of opportunity to rejoice at that time. But please, graduates and guests, help us make it possible to hear the names of each graduate. Each is as important as the one before as the names are called. Thank you. The USC Upstate Alumni Association will provide each graduate with a photograph of the moment they're being congratulated. If you wish to take your own picture, please do so from where you're seated or from the sides of our audience outside the cordoned-off area over beside the stage. Graduates, please be seated. As directed by the marshals, you will come and receive your diploma.
Dr. Dirk Schlingmann, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, would you please join the Chancellor in recognizing graduates from your college?
Christopher Lamar Adams. Courtney Desiree Aiken. Deborah Jalissa Alvarado. Anna V. Andre. Miriam Haney Armali. Brianna Shantae Ashmore. Christopher Scott Atkinson. Brandon Joshua Beck. Matthew Edward Bennett. Shantae Latrice Blow, cum laude. Anastasia Curitan Booker. Cameron Van Bramlett. Casey Edward Bridges. Heaven Chantel Briggs. Felicia Nicole Broadwater. Michael Benjamin Broom. Patrick Wayne Brown. Brandon Allen Bruton. Karen Candace Bryant, summa cum laude. Joseph Robert Butler. Janika Brianna Bird. Afia Mandisa Callahan. Dakota Dalen Capps. Carrie Kathleen Channel. Alexander Ryan Chapman. Chandler Heath Clark. Hannah Rebecca Clayton. Devin Rashad Clement. Robert Michael Cox. William Brandon Kraft. Aaron Tyler Dabe, magna cum laude. Timothy Trevoya Shantaya Singfield. Jalen Everett Dawkins. Courtney Nicole DeBloy, magna cum laude. Danielle Alicia Dickerson, cum laude. Jason Montoya Dominguez. Chantal Kiela Dreyer. Samuel Barnett Dunham. Rebecca Marie Elliott. Bradley Francis Emery. Whitney D. Evans, cum laude. Deanna Joy Falls, cum laude. Landon Payne Finney, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Fleming. Ronald Alberto Flores. James Daniel Folks. Avery Lee Frost, cum laude. Rashawn Jerome Dominic Fuller. Danielle Tia Fulton. Monique Marie Gardner. Ajaya Victoria Gaskins. John Martin Gibson II. Annalise Ivy Gilmer, magna cum laude. David Hunter Ginn. Lorena Gomez. Kristen Simone Good. Marley Anthony Michael Gregory, magna cum laude. Taylor Michelle Gregory. Haley Nicole Harvey. Taylor Elaine Helms, cum laude. Carter Elizabeth Henderson. Courtney Danielle Hyatt. Thang Quang Ho. Justin Wayne Holcomb. Alexa Lee Hone, magna cum laude. Candace Jewel Huffman. Kylan Walter Hunter, cum laude. Stephanie Jordan Ibbotson. Daisha Larae Shantae Jackson. Eric Edwards Jackson. Kanisha Yvette Jenkins. Taisha Renee Johnson. Anya Jovita Nicole Jones. James Dawson Jordan. Ryan Andrew Douglas Jordan. Patrick Allen Judge, cum laude. Shauna Ray Kane. Caroline Augusta Keener. Frederica Simone King. Sebastian Colmansberger. Angela Kornichuk, cum laude. Brandon Edward Loss. Brianna J. Lonzacile, cum laude. Joseph Paul Lara. Ashley Priska Lair Baker. Christopher Adam Love. Peggy Christina Lowe. Alistair Skeen Mann, cum laude. Laura Ann Marsh. Taylor Danielle Mathis. Shaquille Ayana Mattress. James William McCall III. James Joshua McDonnell. Levi Allen Scott McLean. Tamika Ann Melton. Reed Haynes Mewborn. Brittany Shantae Miller. Sophia Levette Montgomery. Ashley Jordan Moore. Amber Lynn Morgan. Angela Lynn Morris. Abria Nicole Morton. Hannah Lucille Mullinax. Alexis Mackenzie Murphy. Derek Thomas Murray. Lordwin Kevin Moreno Neal, cum laude. Paul Douglas Neckedum II. Matthew Lee Neely, magna cum laude. Michael Jacob Neubauer. Allison Turner Oslager. Mary Latrice Ostoitz. Brittany Victoria Paris. Elijah Christopher Perry. Davis O'Neill Phillips, cum laude. Benjamin Gray Pittman. Francis A. Pollard, summa cum laude, also receiving a Bachelor of Science degree. Jaleisha Charmaine Ray. Amber Delaney Robinson. Chris Roten. Joshua Thomas Rowland. Patrick William Ruddy, cum laude. Ariana Marie Sanchez, cum laude. Alexandria Marie Schaefer. Christopher Drake Scott. Diana Gaspar Sebastian, cum laude. Hannah Caitlin Shearer. Jasmine Leah Schull, cum laude. Andrew Carl Sigmund. Ashley Lancaster Simmons. Hunter Elizabeth Sizemore. Amy Christine Smith. Marvin Earl Smith. Matthew Eric Smith. Alexander Emery Sniffen. Amber Dawn Somero. Arthur O'Brien Speed. Kiana Monique Spencer, cum laude. Tyler Holt Sprouse. Lindsay Marie Stafford. Everett Hampton Stenhouse. Toria Celeste Teamer. Aaron Jamal Thames. Jakayla Elisa Lachey Thomason. Amanda Jeravine Thompson. Haley Kathleen Thompson. Kiana Arnisha Tenen. Camden Anthony Tomlinson. Kelsey Lynn Treadwell. Cody Lynn Turner, cum laude. Brett Andrew Vongsness, magna cum laude. Christian Brianna Vaughn. Sandy Yvette Velez. Alan Terrell Watts. Julian Anton Weber Thompson. Jamarius Rashad Whiteside. Tehran Cherie Laletta Williams. Maria Carolina Williamson. Drusilla Eliza Wilson. Thomas Deontay Wilson. The Bachelor of Science degree. Second Lieutenant Brianna Janae Allen, magna cum laude. Madison Olivia Louise Anderson, cum laude. Nicole Francis Anderson. Sarah Marie Anderson, cum laude. Rami Bajat Barakat. Tariq Barksdale. Naja Tashe Barty. Dameron LeBryant Batson. Jacob Wayne Beaver. Adrian Page Bell. Clayton Ajani Bell. Richard Scott Bennett Jr. Monique Chanel Bing. Randy Shane Bishop. Alexandria Bobo. Callie Rose Bowen Bibb. Amber Nicole Bowles. Blake Alexander Bradley. Simi Danielle Bray. David Michael Brink. Ashley Rose Morale Browning. Emily Lauren Bryant, cum laude. Nicole Danielle Burkett. Colin Gregory Bush. Sierra Dominique Canty. Philip Michael Shute. Xavier Dante Cooley. Jasmine Sharose Corbett. Ryan Philip Cornfield. Kristen Alicia Cotton. Caitlin Allie Cox. Brittany Michelle Crawford. Dalton Reese Crow. Brianna Adair Cuff. Natasha G. Culler. Robert Jamal Cummings. Bethany Elizabeth Davies, magna cum laude. Dylan Ray Davis, cum laude. Quinnesina Wyoma Davis, magna cum laude. David Gerald Dennis. Richard Weston Donovan. Brittany Danielle Darnboss, magna cum laude. Rachel Maydeen Downs, magna cum laude. Carrie Michelle Dodd Driggers. Shannon Johnson Dubose. Zantisha Charnel Daishez. Michael Christopher Edmonds. Henry Lawrence Eggleston. Jessica Elena Emery. Davis Mark Engler, cum laude. Andrew Perry Ertzberger. Justina Nicole Esopa. John Thomas Eubanks. Kayla Christine Eversgerd. Julia Rebecca Fields. Jessica Flores. David Andrew Fortson. Chelsea Monet Garris. Jacob Glenn Getgasorn. Brianne Noel Gibson. Caitlin Marie Gilbert. Alexandra Marie Gober. Whitney Elizabeth Goings. Kohansky Cardell Goodson. Jasmine Lassane Goodwater. Tiana Tashawn Grant. Shamari Lachey Guyton. Francis Amonquah Joe. Asia Jamez Hannibal. Brent James Harmon. Kanisha Brianna Harris. Denitri Hemphill. David Stanton Henderson. Rocky Herdenar. Madeline Clara Hester, cum laude. Jeffrey Ryan Hoffhouse. Charles Joseph Holcomb. Lindsay May Holliday. Michaela Victoria Bell Hollifield. Angela Tracy Holloway. Amanda Rochelle Holmes. Stanley Holmes. Victoria Lee Hope. Joshua Aaron Isager, magna cum laude. Christopher Jermaine Jeter. Corey Jamar Jeter. Alexandra Claire Johnson. Christina Johnson Wilson. Donadia Nicole Johnson. Erica Nicole Johnson, summa cum laude. Marissa Page Johnson, cum laude. Mariah Michelle Johnson. Nikki Nakisha Johnson. Shapira Sade Johnson. Quentin Lamar Jolly. Haley Brooke Jones. Thomas Zachary Joseph. James Cameron Kay. Brianna Rose Kennedy. Shelby Sierra Desney Kearns. Makia Linesha Kennard. Shatia Yasmin Kinlock. David Kretschko, magna cum laude. Abigail Rose Lysaki, cum laude. Kieran Lalu. Stephen Paul Lane. Victor Alex LeBron, magna cum laude. Ashley Christine Lewis, magna cum laude. Ryan Christopher Long. Second Lieutenant, U.S. Army, Caitlin Elaine Lusk. English Brenna McDonald. Hannah Kathleen Martin, cum laude. Taylor Celeste Martin. Shayna Diane Maxwell. Elizabeth Till MacArthur. Roger Warren McCarter III. Shendaya Lachey McDowell. Jerome Calvin McFadden. Corey Elaine McGill. Kinley Wren McIsaac. Demi Lee Messer, magna cum laude. Larissa Brooklyn Mize. Bogdan Monyuk. Brittany Suzanne Moore. Ricky Adam Moore. Teddy Keith Moore III. Taisha D. Morris. Sierra Nicole Moser. Christopher Brock Moss. Christine Marie Mulcahy. Diana Cecibel Munson. Cherie Michelle Murray. Alicia Dawn Daily Needs. Jemiah Terrell Nubia. Caitlin Marie Nichols, cum laude. Dipal Vijay Kumar Patel. Trevon Michael Patterson. Tanner Burke Petrie. Janae Rebecca Pinkney. Joshua Daniel Powers. DeAndre Rashad Price. Alfonso Keistian. Zachary Edgar Ray. Brianna Nichelle Riley. James Tanner Riley. Khadijah Brianna Barry Robinson. Robin Michelle Robinson. Riley Glenn Ronson. Dallas Cody Russell. Savannah Marie Scales. Vanessa Danielle Scott. Austin Daniel C., magna cum laude. Angelica Celeste. Kasim John Ali Sharonik. Raven Krishanda Smith. Zakira Chantel Smith. Varun Sood. Charmaine Jessica Staggers. Jennifer Renee Stansel, cum laude. Ravonda Ann Stanton. Brittany Celia Nicole Starling, cum laude. Courtney Lee Stedman, magna cum laude. Lee Joseph Steele, summa cum laude. Terry Stewart Jr. Shawanda Adina Stokes. Rachel Kathleen Stribling. Shauna Marie Swanberg. Amy Nicole Simonowski. Taylor Sinclair Cleo Thompson. Ashley Marie Tinez. Second Lieutenant U.S. Army, Ashley Storm Torres. Jasmine Ann Upshaw. Courtney Elizabeth Vanderhorst. Heidi Marie Vongsness, magna cum laude. Samuel Miles Von Tassel. Matthew Dylan Wade, cum laude. Alexia Shiraz Walton. James Barrett Watson. Shayla Marie Watson. Ashley Lauren Weldon. Jalen Jawan Wells. Sierra Monet White. Samantha Michelle Wycliffe. Kayla Mariah Wiles. Julie Ann Wilkinson. Candace May Williams. Dana Millicent Williams. Jonathan Oakley Williamson, cum laude. Kristen Lynn Wingo. Kevin Patrick Wood. Brittany Alexandria Wortman, magna cum laude. Nikita Canty Wright. Tylea Alexis Yarborough. Aaron Kyle Yearwood. Dennis Igor Zagarevsky. Valentina Sergeyevna Zaitseva, summa cum laude. The Master of Science degree, Pierre Bouabre.
Dr. Frank Rudersel, Dean of the George Dean Johnson Junior College of Business and Economics, would you please join the Chancellor in recognizing graduates from your college?
Giovanna Sade Alexander. Malika Allah, magna cum laude. Emily Silke Antonio, magna cum laude. Caroline Artman. Richard Kenneth Bartling. Felix Bayer. Sean Luke Ballou, magna cum laude. Lanitra Nicole Bennett, cum laude. Jonathan Kane Bolton. Malia Sierra Boswell. Molly Grace Brady. Nancy Bodie Davis. Rebecca Faye Brooks. Deborah Elise Brown. Charisma Davisha Brown, magna cum laude. Okay. Bertram Arabul. Brittany Lee Clancy. Mackenzie Ann Culp. Jasmine Michelle David. Rajamir Singh Darni, magna cum laude. Carly Wynn Dominic, cum laude. Michael Drexler. Jessica Lauren Easler. Hassan Mustafa El Haddad. Brandon Mark Eubanks. Brady Everett Farnsworth. Daniel Jeffrey Fickus. Joseph Alexander Finney. Victoria Lynn Fleming. Seth Welby Fraze. Lindsay Jean Frazier. Jasmine Caroline Freund. Carissa Elaine Fugel. Chandler Page Galloway. Haley Elizabeth Gethin. Danisha Renee Goodwin. Holly Amanda Gordon. Jasmine Letitia Green. Joel Anthony Gillian. Sterling Dion Haley. Elena Lynn Hampton, cum laude. Shauna Nicole Hembry. Tavante Jawan Hilton. Robert James Holliday. Julie Yara Marie Holt, summa cum laude. Amber Sierra Hunt. Tyler Samuel Jackson. Brianna Jamelia. Oh, I'm sorry, Brianna Jamelia Johnson. There you go. Help me out. DeMontes Randall DeAndre Jones. Jason Samuel Julian. Laura Justvan. Tamar Aquavius Kirksey, magna cum laude. Landon Blake Lancaster, cum laude. Alexis Nichelle Landrum. Bastian Lanzinger. Johann Sebastian Lopez. Felix Luinger. Deontay Jaquan Lynch. Patrick Allen Lyons. Kenzie Michelle Major, cum laude. Dominique Lamonte Matthews. Chris Messer. Alex Mitchell Morgan. Austin Taylor Nye. Marcel Niaz. Joshua Rodriguez Norman. Keisha Marie Nunley. Sonia Petrie. Philip John Recha, cum laude. Jose Adrian Reyes. Tiffany Nicole Riggin. Stephanie Rincon. Kadeem Kelly Roberts. DeMichael Jordan Robinson. Douglas Bryant Rogers. Myra Henderson Rowe. Robert Rush. Laura Marcella Salazar, magna cum laude. Kaylin Vaughn Schumacher. Spencer Clark Simon. Constantine Sin. Stephen Taylor Stamball. Nathaniel Noble Stanaway. Mallory Ann Starnes. Dylan Garrett Stevens. Jared Madison Stone. Ryan Paul Stroh. Brittany Nicole Tabanera. Aziz Taibali, cum laude. Meng Tao. Chelsea Marie Thomas. Sago Wesley Thomas. Caleb Michael Tierney. Yaos Torreman, Jessica Toro, Brian Torres, Kim R. Vueg, Blaine Austin Walker, Amanda Nicole Martin Westwood, Amanda Jordan White, Sarah Elizabeth Williams, Kernisha Elena Winchester, Eric Alexander Weinbarger, Jordan Candace Lee Wood, Stephen Joel Wood, Christopher Worrell, James McFarland Yates, Anna Katharina Zuski, magna cum laude.
Dr. Lee Huron, Dean of the School of Education, would you please join the Chancellor in recognizing graduates from your school?
Hope Ava Abel. Sorry. Joshua Martin Omsler, cum laude. Victoria Ruth Atkinson. Kelsey Elaine Bailey, cum laude. Sarah Brooks Bell. Barry Keith Bishop. Renee Baker Blackburn, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Bowman, cum laude. Jennifer L. Brockway. Janet R. Bryant, magna cum laude. Catherine Michelle Conger, cum laude. Danielle Janae Nasonia Cooper. Samantha Claire Cox. Candace LaShun Dennis. Taylor Ashlyn Fenley, magna cum laude. Emily Michelle Fussett, cum laude. Reagan Jane Fulmer. Drew Braden Gowen. Anita Thais Graves. Jamie Lee Harbison. Rebecca Francis Holmes, summa cum laude. Susan Dale Ivy. Andrea Leanne Jennings, cum laude. Melinda K. Johnson. Victoria Lee Jones, magna cum laude. Hannah James Kerr, cum laude. Kelsey Noel Koss, magna cum laude. Tyler James Lance, magna cum laude. Sarah Ashley Lahire. Natalie Brooke Lewis, magna cum laude. Allison Amanda Lindsay, magna cum laude. Carly Brooke Mitchell. Kanisha Laquana Mormon. Savannah Renee Nichols. Jessica Kate Nixon. Jennifer Ann Page, cum laude. Erin Michaela Parker, magna cum laude. Cecil Morgan Powell, cum laude. Jessica Nicole Ramsey. Jennifer Skates. Kiana Quante Smith. Chelsea Diane Stedding, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Stewart. Erin Danielle Stewart. Freddie Stroud, Jr. Chelsea Nicole Thomas. Elena Victoria Tisdale, magna cum laude. Ariel Mariah Vaughn. Laura Catherine Vernon. Allison Nicole Walker, magna cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Williams. Kimberly Ann Wilson, magna cum laude. Rachel Michelle Zicafus, cum laude. The Bachelor of Science degree. Haley Catherine Adams. Kelsey Yvette Dion Alfaro. Brooklyn Hope Atkins. Falasha Day Deborah Awasonia. Lucina Belazar, cum laude. Jeffrey Thomas Bennett. Ellen Margaret Bright, cum laude. Antoine Michael Buxton. Erin Elizabeth Curtis. Demisha Shamea Davis. Kristen Ann Marie Dickerson. Sarah Elizabeth DeCola. Jasmine Willeen Fowler. Javon Ivory Gates, cum laude. Christina Elizabeth Grant. Travanda Davina Haddock, cum laude. Irvin Lamoris Hurd. Christopher Webster Horton. Michael Anthony Lopez. Drew Nelson Lowe. Sheree Elise Major. Pratik Nair. Ashley Marie Nichols. Kara Renee Pirtle. Jessica Nicole Ramsey. Molly Ann Rework. Courtney Lynn Riley, cum laude. Shameka Denetrix Rice. Sherion Sophia Robertson. Kaylin Stephan Rogers. Brittany Lynn Shannon, cum laude. Ramon Antonio Simonetti, cum laude. Dylan Wayne Skinner. Tristan Robert Lee Thomas. Samaj Chevalier Tolliver. Matthew David Toney. Haley Madison Venable, magna cum laude. Caitlin Rebecca Christian Wilson. The Bachelor of Science degree in Special Education. Jenny Elizabeth Rose Garrett, cum laude. Sarah Jane Hetzel. Casey Nicole Joyce, cum laude. Jenna Lee Long. Kayla Marie Roman, cum laude. Megan Yvonne Smith, magna cum laude. The Master of Education degree. Heather Marie Dolly.
Dr. Catherine Gibb, Dean of the Mary Black School of Nursing, would you please join the Chancellor in recognizing graduates from your school?
Wissam Jamal Abu Diab. Natalie Akulenka, summa cum laude. Victoria Elizabeth Allen. Jenna Michelle Anderson, magna cum laude. Jessica Morgan Anderson, cum laude. Bonnie Lou Barnett, summa cum laude. Shayla Brianna Basket. Michelle Bedoya. Karina Miriam Bellus, cum laude. Jessica Keelan Black. Molly Christine Bliss. LaQuacia Brianna Boyd. Kendall Marie Bryan. Madeline Rose Bryan. Hillary D. Buchanan, cum laude. Brandon Thomas Burnett, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Bird. Morgan Lee Klein. Alexandria Danielle Cook. Rebecca Nicole Cranston, magna cum laude. Cassidy Lynn Crocker, magna cum laude. Lethea Renee Crocker. Arnisha Renee Crump. Brandy Mariah Dennis. Jenna Marie Dolan, cum laude. Miranda Elizabeth Fuller. Jay Gow. Landon Alexandria Garris. Shatara Tavana Gathers. Bridget Jakea Gale, cum laude. Karen Gomez. Giselle Gonzalez. Amanda Elizabeth Goodenough, magna cum laude. Janae Gorey. Janelle Ashlyn Green, cum laude. Kayla Denise Helms. Michelle Angel Hernandez Roman. Courtney Leanne Howell. Lindsay Nicole Huffman. Holly Danielle Ingram. Sarah Issa. Brennick Charmaine Johnson. Jordan Allie Keaton. Ashley Faye Kelly. Charles Leonce Kennedy, magna cum laude. Madison Inez Kiefer. Cynthia Elena Kiss. Brianna Nicole Lane. Dara Elizabeth Lane. Joda Marie Latour. Khalifa Elizabeth Lewis, cum laude. Latoya Chantel Desiree Lewis Coker. Dustin Ralph Linder. Lashandria Demetrius Mack. Christina Michelle Mainness. Courtney Manning. Jacqueline Michelle Martin Garrett. Lubov Andreevna Maslinchuk. Caitlin Elizabeth McCullough, cum laude. Evelyn C. McCulley. Emily Lauren Miles, cum laude. April Marthea Miller. Jenna Lark Morris. Jordan Luz Moselli. Allison Nicole Murray. Agnes Fyodorowna Namanyuk. Rainisha Nancina Neely. Natalie Taylor Olson, magna cum laude. Morgan Nicole Only. John William Bryce Patterson, cum laude. Oops. Melissa Elliott Peak. Christopher Blake Haskell Pennington. Jordan Marianne Peters, cum laude. Erica Danielle Peterson. Joanna Ruth Pless. Bobby Jean Riley, cum laude. Brentley Michael Roberts. Catherine Ann Settlemeyer. Alyssa Marie Sherrill. Kyra Danae Singleton. Gregory Allen Snyder. Abby Page Starr. Amanda Cassandra Sweeney. Darian Elizabeth Taggart, cum laude. Khadija Sherry Taylor, cum laude. Connie Fanning Terry. Sydney Renee Threlkeld. Victoria Cameron Truesdale. Shakia Quanisa Tucker. Alexis Nicole Tutterow. Dabrisha Nicole Watson. Ginger Michelle Weber. Shannon Marie Weiss, magna cum laude. Heather Elaine Wilcox. Sarah Beth Williams. Imani Elaine Wilson. Jason Dale Wilson, cum laude. Victoria Shea Wofford. Katie Lynn Wright. Angela Williams Wyndham. The Master of Nursing degree. Meredith Thompson Fortner. Kathy Lynn Nelson.
Apparently nobody wants to celebrate. There are a lot of people here who have contributed a great deal to the success of these graduates. I'd like for the graduates to thank their parents, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, their children, their brothers, their sisters, everybody who has helped them be successful as students at USC Upstate. Since you are now graduates of USC Upstate, your tassel should be on the left side. On the count of three, hold on, don't do it yet, don't do it yet. On the count of three, in unison, all together, please move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Let's celebrate one more time. Thank you very much. Many people work very hard to make this event possible, and some through their participation here. I want to thank again our facilities people, our police department, our special events office, our communications and advancement division for their hard work in making this possible, and others, enrollment services, the registrar's office, etc. Let's thank those people who have worked really hard to make this event possible. In addition, I'd like to thank the Sparkle City Brass for their music this evening. Our readers, Dr. Jeannie Chapman and Mr. Lee Nybert. And finally, I'd like to thank members of Gamma Beta Phi Honorary Sorority Society for serving as our marshals. Let's thank these folks. The Alumni Association will sponsor a reception under the tent after the recessional. Please join us there to celebrate with our graduates. Mr. Stacy Mills will offer our benediction. Please remain standing after the benediction for the alma mater and for the recession of the platform party, faculty, and graduates. Mr. Mills.
Please stand. The evening shade is drawn, and we find you forever faithful and true. We ask your safekeeping as we depart into the bright promise of our future. May your guiding hand ever rest upon each of us today and always. In the words of Jude, the brother of James, now unto him who is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forevermore. Amen.
Please join Miss Clayton in singing the first verse of the University of South Carolina alma mater. Miss Clayton. Please remain in place for the recessional. After the recessional, please join us for the reception under the tent. Thank you for being here this evening and celebrating with our graduates.